this patina, look at this, oh doggone. It was so amazing. It was the best exhibition of the whole Paris Tribal. Dear friends of the New European Art and Culture, this is Ingo from About Africa and the Rest of the World. And yesterday I was in Paris on the Paris Tribal 2023 Tribal Art Fair, or let's say it's the Galerie Parcours, where about 40 galleries participated. And here's my video. And let's start with Petr Zubek. Petr Zubek is a Czech artist who's living in Düsseldorf and who has a gallery in Düsseldorf. That's the point. He has a gallery for tribal art in Düsseldorf, especially for African art, traditional African art. And there may be two styles, two different poles in the African art, in the traditional African art. One is the very aesthetic one, the Rolley and the Luber and who, fine. The other one is an expressive one. I always say German taste or artist taste. And of course, Petr is for number 2. And I love this style a lot. And maybe 80% of our collectors in Paris don't like this so much. But what is better? To be among a few galleries in a niche, or to be among all others in a mainstream? And here I found a niche. This is was amazing, this lobby, and it was not expensive, not at all. And here's Songa, of course, here's objects like Songa as well, but this is a good Songa. It looks with a patina which looks not so manipulated patina. No, it's really strong stuff. And yes, in early times, I prefer this one. I like the let's say the rough style more than the fine style. Today I like both. However, I don't have the money for the fine style. That's the point. So let's see. This is not from this Indonesia, I guess. This is not African, but for me it looks like a Sukuma, but it's not African. The only piece in the gallery which was not African. But looks again. This is so amazing. Wow, this is style expressionism. Yeah. And now Hertault, and he's the other pole. Here everything is so tasteful and it's fantastic. Look at this Guru mask, how fine it's made. I think this is a very well-known master carver. And it's so fine, and with the bird there, look at it. This is the other pole. Once again, I love both, but yeah, everybody should have a quota at home. I don't have one, but okay, and I can live without one, but this is a good one, of course. Hertault is always tasteful, always very good items. Hertault is one of the best, always on the parcours. Look at this down mask, and everything is great. You go in this very small gallery and you love it, you like it a lot. And if you like this, Franco-Belgian style, this Francophone style, and Hertault is amazing here, the paintings, the drawing, and here's a Nouveau mask, and what is there else here? And of course, the Nouveau, and so fine done, and of course there's a Rolley. Yes, there's of course a Rolley. So one pole is Zubek, great tapper, fantastic tapper, and the other pole is Hertault. And of course, there's something between, and each gallery has something in between, but these are more or less the two poles. And wow, this is one word to say. I would like to have this Guru and Rolley mask, but I will never have the money to buy it, and some paintings as well. And of course, once again, it's a fine done. It's not the way mask with big eyes, things like this. No, it's a fine mask. This is the Hertault style. And here's once again, and the Songa. They have similar things, but the Songa. Rolley is such a nice guy, and he has this banana is awesome. The full there, and ooh, look at the patina, look at that. The mix from power and dignity. That's what she has. She power and dignity, and was one of the 2 favorite items at Rolley this time. And Rolley was good as well, and I love this mask as well from Mali. I guess it's from Mali. And look, it's so strange, the patina, but here once again it's the middle between expressionism and fine-made things, but it's a great middle. So Christopher Rolley had great items, and this was interesting. This is a Hopi mask. The Cachinas, of course, and this is a Hopi mask. I think it's very rare, and Christoph told me that it's absolutely rare, and great from all angles. And he's once again looks a little like this sickness mask, from Africa, with the nose and things like this. And What's else? And this is a Yukon. And this is, once again, German style, expressionism. Great patina. Maybe, wow. Yeah. And once again, if you see the Hertault down, this fine Hertault down, then you have here the other thing. Around here you have these masks full of expressionism and the down and of the Hourdé and whatever here. I love them, Uncle. Nice. Huh? I think it's Crebo, I guess. With the eyes, you know better. And here's an ape, one of those Rolley apes where Lucas Ratton had this fantastic exhibition, I think last year at the Parcours du Monde. So now to Echo, now to Hunt, to Duchamp, 100% expressionism. Wow, I love this stuff. Maybe you get nightmares, but there are great nightmares. I know the word Angstlust, fearlust, and this is Angstlust. These are so amazing. And I think for this Echo exhibition, the Paris Tribal is the best fare because they are not so expensive. I guess they are not so expensive. And so they're nothing for the Parcours du Monde, because if you sell objects for 3,000 or 4,000 euros, that's not enough for Parcours or for TEFA or whatever. Wow, this I like a lot. But if you are on the Paris Tribal, then you can, which is not so expensive to take part, and you find really good prices here as a seller, for example, then I would say Echoes are a good choice. But once again, I don't know how many of the Paris collectors do allow this, but there are some. And once again, greetings to the Cross River Facebook group, where we have some aficionados of this kind of mask. And here the Janus thing. Ooh, the camera movement. Now I'm walking to show you the other side. It's amazing, it's fantastic. But to be honest, I prefer this one. Look at this party. Look, even the face looks so natural. It's nearly natural. Wow. Yeah, one of the best items I saw there, and some Echo bouquets as well. Charles Wesley Hourdé had a lot of Guatemala objects. I just show you some of the African objects. Here once again, this ape. You see, I have a new camera, and it's not a new camera and a new gimbal, which I used for the first time. And that means you don't have to. I hope that the camera movements are nice. Write me later if it's, or write me a comment if it's different. And of course, here's the quota. Everybody needs, huh? And the song Hourdé has good items here. But once again, his main focus was on Guatemala masks. And here with the focus, yeah, we got it here. This is a great one, huh? Once again, this Rolley app. Wow, looks like a colon. Maybe it's a colon. I don't know, but it's awesome. I didn't ask for the price, but don't ask me why I did not ask for the price. Ferrandin always has good items. Point. He is so powerful. Or she is so powerful, you know. Jesus, I don't imagine to be married with her. Ooh. She says, this is Mama Mercedes, she says. What it is. And of course, Dan, and here is another. Here's a Rolley, here's a male. Great one too. Look at it. Ferrandin has great items. Always, always, always. Once again, I did not ask for the price, but you know, if you need like classical style, then you go for this Rolley. Here are others as well. This is Northern America, I guess, yeah. Here you see in the shadow of the cameraman. And some more objects, and here. And this is between, and a very fine Congo object, fine Nikisi. And Adan, and oh, cut, yeah. Great. It works. Now we have a double gallery of Flak and Marcelin. I think this is Flak, the African arts, and the oceanic art is Marcelin. Just a short view, but this is a good one. You. Who? Yeah. And Frank Marcelin, who's next, is Flak. You know, Julien Flak is the president of the Paris Tribal, and he's always interesting to be there. He's always friendly, and it's so nice to see him, and it's always nice to see his objects and to see his mother as well. And Lulu, I think this is Lulu in the cage. in prison, in a glass prison. But yeah, it's always fun to see Flak and the objects he has and the gallery he has, and this technique, this Congo figure. Yeah, like it a lot, and the mask. And this was a Mumuyu, which was, I thought, not so expensive. It was expensive, but not so expensive for the quality. Yeah, it's a good one. Solomon, and he has not only Africa, but he has other as well, like Larroque, for example. I think he had dozens of Cachinas last years. This is amazing. Malagan object, and here's some more Africa. You see, this is the whole, I think more or less the whole gallery, but he has a lot of more items in the back, but it's always, Flak is always good. And yeah, it's nice to be in. That's the point. And maybe it's nice to sell. And here's, I guess, a Yukon without a face. Yeah. Ratton. It's Lucas Ratton. This was the #1 exhibition of all. This is Dogon art combined with Jean Buffet. Jean Dubuffet paints it. But look at this patina. Look at these Dogon. It was so amazing. It was the best exhibition of the whole Paris Tribal this time. And in early times I was a fan of Dogon. Look at this. I was a fan of Dogon and saw an exhibition in Stuttgart, but the older I got, okay, but this is something to re-love, to start loving the Dogon art again. The art from Hourdé. Look at this. It's, it's a figure, you see, it's a sculpture. And this is, I think he told me the 15th or 14th century he made a Sefer 40 measurement. And ooh, maybe this is the best item in the whole parcours. Yeah, maybe it is. Yeah. Great Lucas Ratton. And the only question is, the exhibition was so good that I asked me, why does he show it on the Paris Tribal? Because this is an exhibition for the TEFAF. This is an exhibition for the Parcours du Monde, for the still bigger fairs where there are more people who have more money, still more money, even here Dogon versus Dubuffet. And that's the only one. And asked me, and said, but he had a chance to show this exhibition, and then he showed it. And we'll do something different on parcours. Okay, that's the only thing that, I would say this is a show for once in a lifetime. Lucas Ratton always has good exhibition. I told you about the ape thing and the others. But look at this picture with the Dubuffet in the back. This is really art and awesome objects. And yes, and like the camera going up. No, I think, yes, this, he told me he thinks this is of the 16th or 17th century, this leather Dogon. And here's a painting which looks firm, looks like a patina of the Dogon art. So it's great. This was the #1, this was the best. And here's Gallery Meyer. He had wood objects, big wood objects, and his very narrow space in this gallery, and there he showed these big objects. But it was interesting, it was good. And here's one of them. And normally he has dozens of small things, and here's a PowerPoint. And I think next month he will curate an auction with a lot of objects from Africa and from other things. And I saw some of the objects, and they were really good, very interesting. So take care about this Meyer auction, which will, I think, be next month. Here's Caledonia, I guess, which will be next month. So yeah, Meyer's interesting, good. Alain Bovy, I was a little surprised. This is Alain Bovy and Joe de Buck. This side, the left one, was Alain Bovy. Whoa, it's so nice. Yeah, I love it. I like it a lot. And camera, yes, you found your focus. This is the Bovy side. And this is the Joe de Buck side. And yeah, he told me that he participates on the civilizations, which will take place next month or in June in Brussels. And there are already 30 galleries who participate. So let's see what will happen. This is Larroque. And Larroque has a lot of items that we created. This was one of them. And I love the camera. How? And look here, the face of whatever, of the child, and it's amazing. And yeah. Oh, cameraman, you're so great. And the other one is here. If you want to make me a present, if you want to make a gift to me, then please send me this sculpture, because maybe the Dogon was better, but this was something I really, really liked. So it's me again here. You know, I had problems with the storage, that's why you could only hear me and couldn't see me in the last minutes. But yeah, there was an exhibition, a great exhibition on this Paris Tribal with paintings and especially with great tribal art from the different dealers. I have some footage of those things too. I will upload it next 1 or 2 weeks. And to keep informed, yeah, please subscribe the channel and ring the bell. See you.